Boom! What's up, guys? It's your boy DUDLEY. Welcome to the 8th song draft. Today my guests and I will each be picking a team of Westside Gunn Songs, and you guys will get to vote on who picks the better team. The loser owes the winner Makami's The Gat on vinyl.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to welcome my opponent today, MINO. MINO, when did you first find out about Westside Gunn?
Oh, shoot. Back in 2018, you know what I'm saying? When Supreme Blientele dropped, that was the first thing I heard from him. And literally the opening track, I was like mind-blowing from there. So I was like, I'm here for it.
I didn't find out about him until 2020, to be honest, when Pray for Paris came out. But since then, I've been hooked. Before we get into it, like the video, subscribe to see future song drafts. Check out the other videos I've done in the series. I've had some great guests. Since Westside Gunn has so much material, we're going to be focusing on Fly God, Supreme Blientele, Pray for Paris, and Hitler Wears Hermes 8. And then we're each going to pick a feature of Westside Gunn's. MINO, you can get us started with Fly God.
Okay, Fly God. This is like, he always says this is his like Illmatic or whatever. So for my first pick in the Westside Gunn draft, I will be choosing Mr. T.
Yeah, had to.
Got my troops in off-white boots. Pulled up, I had my foot hanging out the coop.
Yeah, that is all-time, you know, fan favorite. You can't really go wrong with that beautiful beat. Oh my gosh, what a voice crack. You can't go wrong with that beautiful beat and just Westside Gunn just literally floating on there. So yeah, A1 track.
Yeah, shout out to Apollo Brown for that beat. I haven't heard his name like that many times, but that beat is incredible. I love the line like, got my troops in off-white boots. That's like one of my favorites off that track. Yeah, that's a Westside Gunn classic. I would say that is the fan favorite.
When people think of Fly God, they're like, oh yeah, Mr. T.
There's still some options on the album for me. I'll go with Dudley Boys.
Shot him so quick I forgot to put my gloves on. Bullets sounded like a love song.
Alchemist on the beat, you know, so that you can't go wrong with that. Bronson, another legend on there too. Like those three all kind of hover in like the same lane, so it made a lot of sense for them to have a track together. And there's two lines on there I love from Westside Gunn. Bullet sounding like a love song, and then he says grenade launcher looking like Manute Bull looking for loopholes. Like what?
Bro, like he was spitting crazy on that album, bro. Like God, man,
that song stands out for sure. I love that one. All right, moving on to Supreme Blientele. I don't know if this is like the most popular pick, but I'm gonna go with WrestleMania 20.
Face tashed down, we was back and wait. Fiend almost scratched his arm off, he couldn't wait.
Just such a ridiculous collab to see Anderson .Paak on a Westside Gunn track, and Ninth Wonder producing it too. Mm-hmm. Like that's insane. The sample is ridiculous. A lot of people now know it from Amine's Burden. But I like the usage on that by Ninth Wonder a little bit better. You know, such a smooth song, and even though it's like 6 minutes, like just the beat is so good. I think the beat maybe carries the song a little bit, but Paak is great on the hook, and Westside Gunn did his thing too. So I mean, it's a great track for sure.
Ninth Wonder is one of the greatest producers ever. He definitely had a huge part in that song, but I didn't definitely like same as you. I did not expect them, Anderson .Paak and Gunn to come together and make such a great song like that. That's a great pick. So my next pick, I am picking Gods Don't Bleed. Oh my word. This was the first Westside Gunn song I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's the intro, right? So you got smacked with that.
I was literally laying on the floor, maybe like good 30 minutes or so, just in awe. That beat is ridiculous. Then Benny with a crazy starter verse. Then you have Gunn, then you have Jadakiss, who fits perfectly on there. Gods Don't Bleed is it. It was like, this shit hard as bricks. Like,
it's so hard, for sure, and it really sets the tone for like the album. Like I think that, like you said, that's a great introduction to Westside Gunn. You can't go wrong with that. It's an incredible track. All right, moving on to Pray for Paris. You can have the first pick on this one.
Okay. All right, I kind of have a feeling where you're gonna go. I'm gonna lobby this one. I'm going to let you take that one if I am thinking correctly, if we're on the same wavelength. So I'm going to take this one, $500 Ounces, featuring Freddie Gibbs and Rock Marciano.
12 bags was bagging, flagging Rick was over, Pines hand me some ice, he left the fridge.
Crazy Alchemist beat, Freddie Gibbs with the opening verse, just literally sets the tone for the track. Rock Marcy. It's Rock Marciano. Like,
Yeah.
this man said, the Mac 11 hit your melon and crack it. That line is ridiculous. But then Gunn wraps it up perfectly. Yeah, the track is crazy fire.
Pray for Paris is my favorite Westside Gunn album. Just love almost all the songs on there. Like, you can't really go wrong with any of them. So, I mean, you could have gone any direction with that pick and it would have been a good pick,
for
honestly.
real.
So, I mean, that leaves me with plenty of options. I was going to go with like the popular pick, like the big song off this album, but I'm going to go with George Bondo.
I'm from a back block on the east side, piece of war. Out with Leroy with the Mac on, piece of love.
That's like my favorite Griselda cut, to be honest with you. So that shit goes hard. I gotta get a Griselda cut in one of these picks. Derringer snapped on that beat. Melody is ridiculous. Drums fire. Everybody, all the ad libs combined too is like my favorite part. Like Conway coming in with the ad libs and Westside Gunn Songs and all that just combining, like crazy song.
I thought you were gonna take the Tyler and Joey cut, so that's why I was like, I'm gonna lob this to you, but you didn't, and I'm surprised you didn't. But you picked I personally like George Bondo more too, so
yeah, 327 is like an amazing song too. I could have gone with that track, but I had to get a Griselda cut, had to, and that's my favorite one, so I can't turn it down. Moving on to Hitler Wears Hermes 8. We got a lot of choices with this. There's like fucking 30 songs across side A and B. So it's going to be like, how do I pick one song? But I do have the first pick on this one. So I will go with Margiela Split Toes.
Yo, my Richard Mill look like a G-shot. Margiela split the toes with my Reebok.
Again, Camouflage Monk on that beat. He is awesome. His drums are my favorite thing. Like, I love what he did on this track. Makami on the track. Incredible rapper. This is championship mock. We rhyme to death, or we rhyme to the death. Like, you know, he always leaves you with a memorable line, and they work so well together. So I love that track.
Chemistry between Westside Gunn and Makami's ridiculous. Glad they're back together again. For my pick,
I know what you're gonna pick, but just go ahead and do it.
Hell on Earth Part 2.
Let the kids get drinks. So much remixing. We fishes out of Oakland and the Rose. Might have been one of Felix's.
Yeah, I had to pick my cut with all three of them, and this might be my favorite one. That beat is literally ridiculous. Westside Gunn with bringing that energy that we know and love to start it. Then Benny and Conway just give you some of the hardest bars you'll hear in 2021. There's so many quotables in both their verses, but for the ones I remember, especially from Benny, this man was like, Dale Earnhardt with a smoking motor. And then he's like, I'm as hood as a gold tooth. It's like crazy opener to a crazy great album.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, bro, the one part about that song is the like hallelujah like break right before Benny's verse, and then he comes in like firing again. I'm like, bro, that shit is ridiculous. This is definitely a top tier like cut between all these guys. I think Conway says, Griselda, we took shit over like how long it really took. Bro, they went all out on that song for real.
Literally like a huge punch in the gut of an opener, like, oh yeah, we back.
Yeah. Moving on to our final pick, we're each gonna pick a feature verse. Mino, you got first pick on this one.
This song was the first Griselda track, Griselda feature, anything that I reacted to on my channel. And it's Headlines by DJ Premier. It features all three, Westside Gunn, Benny, and Conway.
Fiend hit it once, fell out into a coma. Sean Elliott, Mac 10s out the Rover.
Literally, if you want the feeling of 90s hip-hop in a 2019 lens, man, this is literally the cut that you need to listen to. Conway with a ridiculous first verse, you know, Westside Gunn, crazy hook, crazy middle verse, and Benny wraps it up perfectly. If no one has heard this track, you need to, like, right now.
I'm gonna go in a different direction with the feature. He's done a few that are like outside of his normal range. I'm gonna go with the Rivington by Free Nationals.
You like the bag on my dope, cook on my dope. I had to get him OT, you took all the dope.
Something a little bit different, you know. It's got this like kind of pretty funky beat, you know, definitely not Westside Gunn's aesthetic, but that's what they do, the Free Nationals. And I think he killed it though. I think his verse was definitely, you know, stood out on the track. Conway's on the track too, as well as Joyce Rice, and they've all worked together before, so they had natural chemistry, just a different type of beat, different style, and I really like that track.
Definitely. I haven't listened to that track in a while, or that Free Nationals project in a minute. I need to.
Yeah, they're very like visionary with how they pick out their features, because there's all kinds of people on that project, and there's so many different styles. And
Didn't it have like Mac Miller and Jid on there too?
yeah. Oh, you thought we were done? Bonus pick! We're gonna each pick our favorite Westside Gunn ad-lib. That's what he's known for across some of the internet. People will fuck with his ad-libs the most. So I will take the first pick on this one, and this is an easy one for me. Boom!
Oh, that was mine.
That's the classic, though. That's the classic.
It
So you
is.
got to come up with another one. There's plenty of options, though.
That ad-lib is crazy because I remember him doing an interview with Rap Radar, and he was doing it for so long he almost lost breath and stuff. It was hilarious. I guess I like the
Oh yeah, that one is fire. I was trying to do that yesterday, preparing for the video, and I couldn't do it. So I'm glad that you pulled it off.
I got it. You know what I'm saying? Those two are like the most fire like Westside Gunn ad-libs. Like honestly, that's a cop out. We both won on that round for sure.
Yeah, you're right.
My team that I drafted, songs I drafted are Mr. T, Gods Don't Bleed, $500 Ounces, Hell on Earth Part 2, and Headlines.
And for my final team, I had Dudley BOYZ, WrestleMania 20, George Bondo, Margiela Split Toes, and the Rivington. So you guys can go vote on the community tab in my channel on who picked the better team. It's going to be a close one for sure. A lot of these songs are fire. These are definitely like the best of the best. So let us know any that we missed. Of course, there's a lot of other Westside Gunn projects that have great songs too. We can't do all of them in one video. It'd take forever, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. Make sure to subscribe. Check out MINO's channel as well. Thank you for coming on today, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. It was fun.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
See ya.